Hello and welcome to today's gardening video. Today I'm just going to be going over how well my plants are doing and how they are all doing outside here. In a later video I will post, I will show I got a brand new drip system hooked up to all my containers here that's automatically waters them daily. But first, let's get to the plants here. So over here, this is my daughter's little chair pot plant here. It has a few miniature foxgloves here, and there's a lily of the valley here. Over here is my wife's plant. Got a purple columbine there, and then some purple and white lilies there. And then we got my dragon fruit cactus here. You can see there are some parts where it broke. When I was moving it, it was a little too tall and not that well supported. A few of the branches broke on it. You will see those branches later in the video. I actually just repotted them to grow some new dragon fruit plants. But otherwise, this one's doing pretty good. You can see some new growth starting on it. So otherwise, it's doing pretty good right now. And then right here, this is my kumquat. And you can see it has a little bit of leaf burn there, a little bit of sunburn, just from moving outside. But otherwise, it's doing pretty good. Has a little bit of new growth just starting to form there. And then over here are my two fig trees. This one actually started to grow figs just before it moved outside, but I think the move kind of made it want to drop the fruit. It just dropped one there, and then the other one's right there. Otherwise, you can see the figs are doing very well still. This fig pot right here has, currently, it has 3 trees, and it looks like a 4th one right down there is just starting to come up too, so a few figs there. And then we have my edible bamboo plant. It's getting pretty tall. Has a brand new bamboo shoot, the first one of the season coming up there. Then we have my Nargilla. I cut it back a lot after moving it outside. It was just getting a little too big, but it's really coming back. A lot of new growth all over the place. And then we have my miracle berry here. It's doing very good. You can see it has a lot of sunburn. I did move it outside a little too quickly, but it seems to be recovering very well. It's growing a bunch of brand new leaves over here, and all over the place it's growing brand new leaves. Then we have my dwarf tamarillo, and that's doing very good. There's lots of new growth on it. I got to cut this one back a bit too, but as you can see, it's growing back pretty quickly. Already has some tamarillos forming up there. There's a bunch of flowers over here, and there's a few more just starting to form right here. That's doing really good right now. Then we got my pad cactus. As you can see, that also got a little sunburn. I'm not very good at moving plants outside without sunburning them, but they come back pretty well. Otherwise, it's doing really good. I got some lilies that have shed their flowers. And then this one's just now coming up. That's one from last year that just stayed in that pot all winter and stayed right outside in the winter, and it's coming back up. And then over here, those lilies have shed their flowers, and then there's a fairy vine back there. It's doing really good. And then over here, all these little white pots are little plants that I'm selling at a farmer's market in the area. We have a bunch of butterfly bush, miniature foxglove, and then some lily of the valley over there. Over here I have a lime tree. It's doing very good still. This one I think we've had for I think 3 years now. It's doing really good. And over here I have a few coffee plants. So I actually separated them this year. As you can see, it's doing very good still. And here's the other 3 plants. I separated them because the other plants were all starting to get dwarfed by this one, and they were all starting to die, so I separated them, and now they seem to be coming back very well. Now I'll go up to the deck here. So I got a bunch of tomato plants that are doing very good. And then also in this container I also have some strawberry plants. Just planted on the corners, and they're going to kind of take over as ground cover. Over here I have some white tomatoes. Then I have a pineapple tomato, sweet cherry tomato, and a Jetstar tomato. Those are all doing very good. I just got those plants planted, and as you can see, they're doing pretty good. I have some other plants just back there on the porch a little bit. My daughter, she got a cactus. Got another lily there. Got a little salad pot back there. So we'll go around a bit more. Right here is a golden raspberry bush. And as you can see, there's already some raspberries starting to grow on it. It's doing very good. Then I decided to get another cold hardy kiwi. Everything's doing great. Then we have a this one is my limequat, and as you can see, it is growing like crazy right now. So many new branches forming. Soon this is going to be just a complete bush, and I like how it's growing. It looks great. And then up here we have my clementine, also doing great. New branches forming all over the place on this one as well. Everything is doing amazing right now. And then we have my pomegranate. All the new branches have come in. This thing in the winter looked like a dead bush. There was not a single leaf left on it. Now it just sprang back to life as soon as we came outside. Then we have my pink variegated lemon. This one I thought was going to die. I did not know if I was going to be able to bring it back. As you can see, it lost almost all its leaves in the winter. It did not do very good this winter, but you can see there's tons of new growth starting to form all over the place. New branches coming out all over the place. It's looking really, really good. As you can see behind that, those are the branches that broke off of the dragon fruit cactus. I just repotted those, and we'll see if we can get some more cactuses out of them. Then over here I have my pepper plants. I just planted a whole bunch of pepper plants in here just to see what will grow and what I can get out of them. We'll see what happens. I planted them all really close together, so I'm gonna need to fertilize them a lot. Make sure they're getting plenty of nutrients. They can be separate. They can be pretty close like this, and as you can see, I already have a pepper right here. Everything is doing great here. Now we'll go over to the back garden. Here's the back garden. There's a few things up. Some stuff hasn't quite come up yet, but back there, that is my walking onion. And you can see it's growing like crazy. This thing managed to start popping up in March. When we still had snow on the ground, it was already sprouting up. And as you can see, it's just doing great. It's just trying to take over that corner over there. Then we have some broccoli plants planted here. We have some peach melons here in these triangles. I have some leaf cabbage over here. Spaghetti squash. We got some tiger melons there, right there. And nothing's quite coming up in that slit yet. We got a watermelon there. More watermelon here. We got a cucumber there. And we got another cucumber plant right there, just a little tiny one. And then we have some other plants back there. I actually forgot the name of that one. That one's a different one that I planted this year. I just forgot the name of it. There's a few slots in the middle here where I have some carrots. They're not really coming up yet. There's a few that are just starting to poke up, but they're not that big yet. And then I got a bunch of onions planted back here. In the front here, you can see these plants right here. These are peas. They're sugar snap peas. I decided to grow a bunch of these this year right on the fence. And they are doing great right now. And then over on this side over here, I have some beans planted on the fence. and they're coming up and they're doing great as well. But that's all my plants for this year. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will try to keep an updated video coming out probably at least once a week. If you like my videos, want to keep watching them, like, subscribe. If you have any questions, post a comment. Otherwise, I'll see you all next time.